Excuse me. Every time.
Oh, hang on, we're live. Go back. I'll go forward.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Okay, so we jumped on. I was going to say we jumped on a little bit early, but we didn't. I am just going to grab the link and email it around to you all so that you know we're on. This is my husband, Jordan.
Hello.
He's been just as much part of this Fibre challenge as anyone else. He does so much work behind the scenes. So it's nice for you to meet him.
Thank you. It's nice to be met.
Okay, I'm just grabbing this link.
Okay, while Lenny does that, welcome to the Fibre Challenge Closeout Party Live.
Woo!
We are really glad you could make it. We hope you enjoy your time. We have a few things that we're going to get through today.
Including lots of prizes.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of prizes that we're going to give out there, just over here. But before we get into that, what is it we normally start with? There was something else I was going to say, but...
We're going to give them kudos for doing such
Yeah,
an
that was
amazing
second.
job.
There was something else I was going to... Anyway.
Sent.
I've forgotten. It's kind of weird because I'm not seeing anything. So
I know.
It feels like I'm not
I
talking to
switched
anybody.
screens. Sorry, guys. He feels like he's talking to nobody. Let me come back.
Over here.
That's now done. So we've got emails. There we go. In fact, I'm just going to... just bear with us, guys. We're just going to...
Apologies.
Just going to make it so we can see your comments at the same time. Can be a little bit tricky.
Will it be lag? There'll be lag, though? If we're viewing the live, not on the live.
Possibly. Oh, look. Oh, here we go. Hey, Jody and Nicole and Karen.
So we can't see it on the other? There's some killer lag. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, that's... Okay, great.
We're sorted.
Yes, thank you. Okay, let's expand that. All right, here we go. Scroll up.
You're on.
Okay.
Then you lose the comments
Oh,
if you do
okay.
that.
All right, everything's changed on this platform. There we go.
And every time I go live, it changes.
Hey Jody, hey Nicole, Karen, thanks for joining us. We're glad you like it, Karen. Hey Sue.
Hey Sue. Sue, I was just talking to Naz about that lovely email that you sent through.
Hey Katie.
Sue popped into the warehouse last week. She was visiting from Melbourne, so she thought she'd pop by and grab a few things from the warehouse. Oh, by the way, we are at the TWC warehouse, the Whole Food Collective warehouse. And our awesome team member, Naz, who you're probably going to see walk in the background in a minute, just gave her a great experience. And she sent us the most beautiful email to say thank you. So, Sue, I was just talking to Naz about that. Hey, Tori. Hey, Katie. And the other Katie, hello. Lovely to see you. I wonder how many of you made it to last night's live Q&A with Kirsty. As always, I mean, I was telling Jordan afterwards, I learned something new from Kirsty every single time I talk with her. No matter how many times we run sessions together, there's just always something new that comes up that I love to learn. So do make some time to catch up on that Q&A. And she and I will both be coming in the coming days to answer more questions that we didn't quite get to. So
That's what I was thinking about, actually. That thing I wanted to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I was pondering upon all the information, as you mentioned. Kirsty has a lot to share. There's a lot of truth out there around food, and unfortunately there's a lot of untruth out there around food. And we've been conditioned over time to believe what we're told, typically through the main channels of information distribution. So I had a look at some statistics recently, and particularly the amount of money we spent on health care or things versus the state of public health. And they've both gone up in terms of, well, I guess health has gone down at the same time as money spent has gone up. So it just goes to show that it's just something that was on my mind recently about good information and true information is really important. So, you know, going back to the roots in terms of food, going back to cutting out any influence that corporations or that companies have over food, and just eating real food is such an imperative imperative thing to do, because there's so much that can be tainted, so many avenues in which our food can be processed and influenced by things that just aren't good for us. So,
and that's exactly why we have our expert panel. Kirsty's actually on our expert panel, and we don't we don't introduce any products at the Whole Food Collective unless every ingredient and processing aid has been screened by every member of our panel. So there's Kirsty, who has a gut health focus, of course, and we have a toxins expert in Alex Stewart from Low Tox Life. We've got an additive expert. She's actually an advisor to the Asia Pacific Anti-Additive Organization. She's just a wealth of information, and I've learnt so much from her about hidden ways that additives and harmful processing aids are added to our foods without needing to be declared on label even. It's just mind-boggling. We've also got a naturopath and a nutritionist. So we make sure that, because we're not health experts, we're just enthusiastic parents who love to feed our family well, we've made sure that we've gotten all these beautiful experts on our team well, they're not on our team, they're external experts who consult and make sure that we're stocking some really beautiful, high quality, vetted foods.
Yeah.
But what you said before, sorry, you were about to say
No, you
something.
go. I was going to add to that, but you go ahead.
Well, I was going to add to what you said before.
Oh, you add to
about
that. I'll add to your
okay.
stuff.
So the healthcare system, like, it made me think of our beautiful participant in this group, and I'm so sorry that your name has escaped me, but she shared with the group that she's had, I don't know, 5 or 6 different major health conditions and operations, all now that she can now tie back to not having enough good quality fibers in her life. Lots of hormonal issues, lots of, like, she even had a, I don't want to say it wrong, but she's had a lot of issues. And if we were educated about the basics of our food and how to go back to basics with our food, we would just avoid, it's like in a way, I like to think of it like a health insurance plan. So it's a really beautiful way that we can look after ourselves.
Yeah, this conversation in my mind could go on for a long time,
It could.
and we could discuss a lot of ins and outs of what goes on. But, you know, the safest thing...
Look at that. Sue, no blue dressing gown today.
No, but I have an apron, so hopefully that makes up for the gown.
He's been in the
not as
kitchen,
warm.
in the warehouse kitchen making, what have you been making?
Granolas, as you can smell. And,
no, they can't, but we can.
Well, as you can smell,
As
I said,
I-
not
as
them
I
can
can
smell.
smell.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to share that. But also, typically we begin these lives with a little bit of a pat on your back. You know, you guys need to take a moment to realize that there's a lot of disinformation out there. There's a lot of information that's incorrect, and drilling down it, and just as we sort of said before, just pure, clean, whole food, fiber rich, you know, diverse fiber, all this stuff, that the purities of food as a platform or as a basis for incredible health is where it's at. And you guys are taking steps to move away from what typically gets promoted instead of what is best for us. So you guys need to realize, and we need to all be conscious and be aware and be, what's the best word for it? Without being over the top. Grateful, I don't know.
You're really good at being over the top, though.
Yeah, I like being over the top sometimes, but there's a purpose to it. But anyway, you should be very grateful. You guys have taken some great steps, especially those who are with us for the first time. Hopefully your eyes have been opened somewhat to the power of fibre and the diverse range of incredible fibres that are available in really good whole foods. And we really hope you're motivated and committed to continuing to implement that information for the betterment of your own health and for the health of your families, and to put aside a lot of what gets promoted and just focus on clean, whole food and eating as much as you can of that for optimum health. So you guys should be proud of the steps, and we're super excited and really grateful and love to see the changes that people make, especially those who are new to this whole lifestyle of whole food, who come into these challenges that we run and see that there's so much goodness out there, so much great information, and once you grab a hold of it and live by it, you make some pretty incredible changes in your life. So, you know, double thumbs up. I keep kicking the table. I'm really sorry. I'm sitting in a weird spot.
It's really one-person table.
It is really.
But I'm loving these comments. Jody and Karen, thank you. And Amanda, she says, hi, so true. I'm very much over being given a script for meditation to cover symptoms.
Medication,
rather than,
that's probably meant to say.
That does say that.
Yeah, no, medication is probably meant to say.
Oh, okay. To cover, right. Rather than being, rather than being investigated as to why and working out a holistic approach to go by.
Absolutely.
So true. Okay, so the plan for today is we are going to give out some prizes.
Yeah.
And we're also going to give you an ebook. It's quite a robust ebook. We worked pretty hard on it. And it's going to give you a good summary of the Fibre Challenge, as well as recipes that we didn't share yet in the challenge. And it also leads you to, it also leads you to a binge watch page. So I know that it can be hard to keep up with the videos, especially, there was a longer one in there as well. And today's video, as well as this live and last night's live, it's a lot to cover. So well done. If you've been keeping up, amazing. If you have some videos to catch up on, that's completely understandable. And so we're going to give you a binge watch page, and you can watch all the videos up until Monday midnight. After that point, if you still haven't caught up, you can purchase them for, I'm not sure, we haven't done that before, but we don't have a page that's just set up, so we've just set that up in the shop for you after Monday midnight.
If you don't get to it.
If you don't get to it. But just, try to get to it before Monday midnight. And that's what we're going to do. Let's get some prizes out.
Well, straight into it. Normally in our smoothie challenge, a lot of the Q&A that went on last night with Kirsty and Lainey happens in this live for the smoothie challenge. So
yeah, true.
We cut straight to the chase on this one.
We do.
Yeah.
Make it short and sharp. Everyone's got
short and sweet
places to be. Short and sweet.
Or sharp, whatever you want to say. Okay, so we've got a range of foods that we've I guess curated to bring a huge impact of fibre, diversity, and a good quality, good on the gut, easy to digest foods that are really nice as well, that we've developed to help people to get the fibre hits and these other hits of nutrition really simply and powerfully in a convenient manner. And that's what we want. And we've had these for ourselves, and now we've made them into products that are available to other people. So are we going to run through them all or just give them out?
Let's just show them as we give the prize out. But so I was a bit bummed that we didn't quite pull off introduce. We've got some winter warmer blends coming out next week. They're the things that we've been doing for our family for the first half of winter. Things like a boosted hot chocolate, things like our go-to boosted pancakes. Our kids are pancake fanatics, and so we found a way to make them extremely healthful. And we've got like a red lentil dal and a golden turmeric latte, all these nice, warm, comforting, boosted nutritional blends that we're probably going to introduce next week, because we're going after. Yeah, we're going camping until Wednesday, so we've got to be realistic.
Yeah, we'll see, but they're coming out. So we just want to cover off on a few things, give away a few prizes. How we typically give away prizes in these lives is we love to hear from everybody their biggest takeaway from the challenge that's just been run. So from the Fibre Challenge, we asked you guys who are participating today to comment on your number one takeaway from the challenge. What is it that had the most impact? What piece of information impacted you the most? And what we ask you guys to do is write that in a comment and then put a number between, how many people are viewing?
Maybe 1 and 50?
1 and 50. Put a number between 1 and 50. So are we going to do that 7 times for each prize? We're going to have to, aren't we?
I've got a mental blank. How do we normally do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
7 times, but then is there going to be lag, and are we going to check back to the... Anyway.
I don't know we did. We usually just do the grand prize.
But last time, the Fibre Challenge, we did like 6 prizes or 5 prizes.
Yeah, we did, but I think we just did the grand prize of... Oh, no. Sorry, guys. Let's just consult for a second.
We'll just choose 7 numbers between 1 and 50.
Okay,
and the closest ones.
So I've got to write down.
Yeah, you got to write down 7 numbers. So Lainey's going to write down 7 numbers between 1 and 50. And when you comment your best takeaway or what you thought was most helpful from the Fibre Challenge, you need to put a number after the comment between 1 and 50. And that number, if it correlates to the number Lainey has written down, or one of the 7 numbers Lainey has written down, you'll get one of the 7 prizes that we have.
This sounds overly complex. We'll come up with a better way. Sorry. Next time.
This is all right. So write your biggest takeaway, write down a number between 1 and 50, and there's 7 of them here, and the 7 closest or on the point guesses gives you the prize allocated to that number.
Look, Amanda's right on it.
She's on. Okay, Amanda's kicked it off. Anyway, hi Rebecca, hi Jody. Where are we going? Misha, you got to put down Your biggest takeaway too, not just the number.
Disqualified.
No. No, she'll go again. Go again. Okay.
I can't even see a comment.
Hey, Shirley, Elaine, Sharon. Thanks for joining us.
There are 7 numbers on here.
Comments are starting to flow. So we've got 7 numbers.
Whoop.
We'll start reading some of these. And should we just show what the prices are? Okay. So a supercharged gut loving blend, which is a smoothie booster blend. So you add that to your smoothies, and it's got an incredibly diverse range of gut loving ingredients that are delicious.
Super diverse. You guys would remember the video from video number 2, so we don't need to really go over that one.
No, we'll just show them. Sweet fiber blend, that's a great addition to any sweet food.
Now, a lot of you wouldn't have seen that one yet because it's on today's video, which didn't work originally, but we fixed it. So this one is a really, like the gut loving blend, a really extensively diverse, that glare is getting to me. It's very diverse range of whole foods in one blend that goes really well with anything sweet. You can add it to yogurt. You can see in the video that I added it on crepes. I just sprinkled it on. There's a whole different, like sometimes I put it in my chia pudding, which...
Or a smoothie, you know, whatever.
So there's that one that just makes it nice and easy.
This one is incredibly popular here at TWC, and that is the Boosted Mexican Mix, which is a fantastic...
the raving results that we get, the raving feedback we get about that Mexican blend is pretty spectacular. We didn't really talk about that one in the challenge, but suffice to say...
Hey, yeah, we did. That's in the...
No, we didn't really talk about it.
Oh, okay.
We just put an image up. Okay. But suffice to say that it's free of all the junk that you would normally see in a sachet of taco mix at the supermarket. It would take too long to go through it, but psyllium dioxide has actually been... recommended 7 years ago. Scientists were recommending it to be completely removed from the food system. But because our food industry is so incredibly slow at making change, it's still in 9 out of 10 different brands of taco seasoning that you see at the supermarket. And what it actually does, it causes an inflammatory reaction in our bowel. And so it's good to have one without that, and also without the irradiated spices. And it's also got lots of other boosters in there, like a activated black bean flour that we make here at the TWC warehouse, as well as mushroom powder and turmeric and lots of extra goodies in there. So it's just another way. My little pet passion is boosting the meals that we're already making. So we don't have to go out of our way to add in more nutrition. We can just make what we make and just add in the boosters.
We're all transitioning between conventional eating to, I guess, the most pure form of consumption of a diet. And everyone's somewhere along that spectrum. We're not endorsers of being 100% pure, probably because we can't do that. We're not able to do that as
I don't
a
think
family.
anyone is.
So, I mean, but we definitely advocate for the maximum amount of whole food, clean whole food you can fit in your diet. We definitely feel that's the best for our health.
Yeah.
So we're helping people to transition and also just, you know, to not have such a shock between conventional eating and whole food eating. We're trying to develop foods that help with that. And on top of that, I just wanted to point out that foods like this that we make, all the blends that we have, all the foods that we put together, the reason that TWC is different is because we're not producing foods for distributors who are producing for wholesalers, or wholesalers, distributors, and retailers. So there's no supply, there's not an extensive supply chain here at the Whole Food Collective. We purchase from importers or local producers or wholesale distributors. And then we put together the foods, and then we go straight to retail. So we're not producing products for the shelf. We're not having to add in natural or synthetic additives, preservatives, sugars, excess sugar, salts, to make sure that there's plenty of shelf life for each step of that supply chain. So we put it together, and often, you know, if you purchase a product the day after it gets blended, then you've got an incredibly fresh product. So that's one benefit.
We do small batches so that things are fresh.
Yeah, small batch runs, handmade, hand curated. So we cut out a lot of the necessity to make it shelf stable, which is why we can have completely pure foods available that aren't processed. So apart from obviously grinding them down or blending them together. So yeah, just that's another reason why people love shopping at TWC is because it's clean, but it's also fresh and pure. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We've got our. Well, we'll do both these together.
These are a surefire hit, considering how many people said that chia puddings are going to be on your list.
Yeah, there you go. Choc hemp chia pudding and vanilla hemp chia pudding.
Now, the reason that we've added hemp seeds in there is, again, just to help you get that diversity in a really easy way. And now, as you know from the recipe, chia puddings are quite easy to make.
Simple.
But if you just don't want to put those 6 ingredients together, then you can go ahead and get this one.
Well, we just make it super easy so that if you're a little bit time poor and you don't want to put it all together, just grab a jar, scoop it in, add liquid, you're done. Yeah. So it's about convenience. Okay.
And we forgot to tell them that they do have a 20% off savings code today.
Oh, we haven't told them yet, but yeah. If you want to shop till the end of Monday, you can get 20% off if you haven't shopped with us before.
So if you've just joined us, what we're doing in the comments to win prizes right now is telling us your biggest takeaway from the Fibre Challenge. What's the biggest aha moment or the most interesting piece of information that you didn't know before, or the biggest realization for your own life? And then put a number between 1 and 50. And I've written down 7 numbers here for our 7 prizes. And whoever they match or whoever they're closest to matching will win these beautiful prizes.
Yeah.
It's a bit of fun.
So the last set of prizes, well, you've got the granolas. These are a recent addition to the Whole Food Collective lineup.
So good.
And the feedback has been incredible. The vanilla maple granola or the cacao crunch granola. So they're both really clean, really delicious, really easy ways to get a good hit of nutrition in the morning. If you want to just add a bit of almond milk or cow's milk, whatever you tend to go by. And yeah, have a bowl.
It's been super fun to get. I send out surveys as soon as we launch a new product and people order it. I wait about a week and then I send them a survey and ask them what they think about it, rate every aspect of it so we can improve it. And my goodness, people are raving about it and they're loving it. And if you open that packet and smell it, you will understand why. It's absolutely gorgeous.
All right, so they're the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, they're the 7 codes.
Oh, they're the 7 prizes we're giving away?
Yep.
Okay, but then we've also got the activated nuts and seeds. So again, it's pretty easy to activate your nuts and seeds at home, but it is just one of those things that often we don't get to or we don't want to get to, whatever it might be. So if you don't want to activate your own nuts and seeds at home, you can go ahead and get your activated nuts and seeds through us as well. We've got almonds, cashews, and pepitas.
Plus a couple of mixes. So we have a trail mix, which is delicious. It has pecans, almonds, walnuts, pepitas, dried apples, sultanas, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts.
And
dark chocolate chips.
And so this one is developed with fibre in mind. So we picked out the nuts and seeds and things that have the most fibre in them, and we put them in a blend for you.
And the activated nut and seed snack mix. So you've got the trail mix and the snack mix. The trail mix has the fruit and the choc. The nut and seed snack just has pecans, almonds, coconut flakes, walnuts, pepitas, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts.
And they're all in compostable packaging, apart from the jars, which are obviously recyclable. But they might look like plastic, but we've chosen them because they're compostable.
Yep.
And it's a great way to go.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of these numbers here. Let's go up. Oh, hang on. You can't zoom up.
Can't zoom up? Yes, you can.
How far up? Look, we've got...
Just go onto the Facebook page.
Oh, okay. This one here?
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look.
Jody, no, they don't. You can just keep them on the pantry. Just make sure they're in a good jar. I just actually keep mine in a regular glass jar. Just don't leave them in a bag that's open. I mean, the compostable bags are not really designed to be a storage bag. Yeah. So, just put it into a pasta jar or something like that.
Okay, so we've realised that they just stop.
What do you mean?
The comments disappear after.
On there?
Yeah, there's even less on the Facebook page.
What?
So we can't see.
We had this problem before. Facebook can be so glitchy sometimes.
Well, not that. It's just restrictive, and it's anyway. Yeah. Because we can't go back and see people who have mentioned before this, so it's going to be a challenge.
Okay, so I think once the live is finished, hang on, actually, sorry, can you just let me take over for a second? Let me go over here. It's on Oh, when it's live, you can't. Guys, you guys, are you able to scroll and see all the comments? Because we're not.
We can look from Carol Matheson's comment down. Nope, Holly Wolf's comment down. We'll have to confirm afterwards. I'll keep seeing new ones because it pushes the old ones out.
Oh,
Keep dropping and looping. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great to hear, Katie. You're loving those things. The granola and the chia pudding. Oh, no, granola and smoothie mixes. Yeah, cool. Yeah, guys, there are actually a whole bunch of other smoothie blends as well that are targeted for different health goals. You've got a chocolate all-rounder. You've got a detox blend, an immunity blend, a brain boost blend.
Yeah,
have I got them all?
Just check out Booster Blends on the website if you want to see more about them.
We've got the price numbers here. I'm really bummed that we can't do this. What about your phone? Can you pull out your phone?
I don't think that's going to work.
Guys,
to see if anyone has got it so far.
Okay, yeah, okay. They're all saying yes. Sorry, I just scrolled down as well. So yes, they can see all the comments. So guys, can you please tell me who got number 23?
Well, let's see who we've got so far. Okay. Is there any that we can see?
Jump on here.
Okay, you want to jump on?
I think
you won't get on there because it's my phone. You'll need my phone.
I know your password.
Fingerprint. Oh, do you now? I don't have the app though, so I have to jump on here. You do that.
Oh, okay. You got to go old school way.
Yeah.
So, Elaine, I've learned how much the food we eat controls so much in our bodies. Yes, it's all functional. It's all functional. Ruth, I didn't realize fiber played such a big role in our health and well-being, apart from helping with regularity. Yep. And that was the whole premise at sort of the beginning, right? When you might have seen an ad for the challenge, and it's like, no, fiber is not just for the bathroom. We can pull it out of the bathroom and shine a spotlight on it for all these other wonderful reasons. And that's, gee whiz, I can't even see the other ones. Oh, Rebecca says, me. Did you get number 23, Rebecca? Oh, and Misha's claiming it too. Okay. Okay, guys, we are going to have to confirm after this live is finished, but it sounds like Misha or Rebecca have won the first prize.
Are we going to tell the numbers? Because we need to make sure.
That we stop it. Yeah, I mean, sure. Just after. I'll just write down here after Misha. Okay.
And write the comment too. I added in my train.
Okay. All right. We got some methods for going here.
I know.
Okay.
Rebecca O'Connor had 23, Holly says.
Okay, I've written down Rebecca's, was it O'Connor?
Mm-hmm.
And I've also written down Misha's name so we can check it out.
Okay, so
which
I'll comment now.
So guys, one of you has won the Gut Loving Smoothie Blend, and follow, you'll see what do you call these things? What do you call them?
QR code.
The QR. You can see that there's a QR code on the jar. Make sure you scan that so you get the smoothie ebook, and that's got recommended recipes to pair with the blend. Strawberries and cream recipe is there, amongst others.
But it's also on the jar too, if you don't want to eat.
Oh, it's also on the jar. Yes, of course. All right, congrats, Rebecca or Misha. We'll let you know.
Okay, so the other numbers, we'll just run through them and then we'll just...
Okay, so proof.
They're probably 23.
Okay, we've got 23. We've got 33. We've got 4, 47, 49, 17, and 8.
Bingo!
Yoo-hoo! So, what we'll do is what's the best way to do it? It's like an anticlimax. It hasn't worked well this time.
Congratulations to the winners! Yay! It's weird. I think the new setup, Facebook Live has a new dashboard, and now you can only see a restricted amount of comments at one time. So previously, we could scroll through all of the comments and see every comment from the live. So we're now restricted. We need to rejig how we do this prize giveaway because of the change in technology. Yeah. But we appreciate all of you jumping on and participating in the prize giveaway, dropping your numbers. We'll go back and check it out.
Yeah, and we'll email you and tag you. We'll tag you in the group today, and tell you what you've won.
One of those blends. It's one of those great blends. No, that's good.
Yeah, well, it's one of these great blends. That's
and
right.
We'll send you we'll email you a coupon code that you can add to check out to get one of the products.
Yes.
For free.
And so that's the prizes done, and there's also there's also yesterday's challenge winner. I don't know if Carl's is on, Carl's Rossiter, but the reason I've chosen her as a winner from yesterday's challenge, meaning identifying your next 3 actions, the reason that we've chosen her is that, I mean, there's so many beautiful, I loved reading through those comments. It, like I said last night, for the risk of rehashing it, but it's my favorite thread to read because I know that we've done our job. I know that this information has landed with you guys and that you're improving your lives and you're going to feel so much better. And so I love reading that. But Kyle's has recognized that she's a really busy person, and I'm sure that most of us really are. And sometimes we can fall into the trap of thinking that because we're so busy, we just don't have time to look after ourselves from a nutrition perspective. But Kyle's has identified a number of things that she's going to start doing even though she's busy, and it's going to really impact her health for the better. So I was really proud to read that, and I'm excited for her and for so many of you. So that's why she's won yesterday's prize. And so we'll tag you all in the group.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the invitation now is for you guys to implement what you've learned, keep researching, keep learning, keep diving deeper, restrict as much as possible foods that are preservative or additive laden, because there's so many of those, I guess you could call them ingredients or processing aids, whatever you want to call them, that actually do a lot of damage. It has yet to be identified. So the best thing we can do is just eat clean, just eat whole food, organic where possible, and enjoy the benefits that come from taking care of your body. You're going to get hyper nutrition from eating awesome food. You're going to have a clearer body and mind.
And yeah, a clearer mind is something that often gets overlooked. And the fact that we can actually, like we spoke about last night, our taste buds literally change over time. And so there might be some foods that we may not like right now, like kids with chia pudding. Some people don't like that texture. But the more exposures they get, the more exposures we get to certain foods, the more our taste buds literally change, and we learn to accept and then even love those foods. Like now, I used to be a legitimate chocolate addict. I would have to have chocolate after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, in between. You can verify that. And so now I actually crave things like a green drink. Like, who craves a green drink? It's because I had so many exposures to it over, say, a month, and then I actually crave it now. So that's what happens.
But also, I think when you remove foods that are not whole, that contain things that aren't good for your body, then your signals get mixed. And so if we can reduce our diet to whole foods, then we're going to know, our body's going to be very clear and able to signal to us what we need. And so when we remove all that other stuff, we're actually not getting influenced by, other things. Jump in here, Rosie.
We have a visitor. This is Rosie. She's having a pajama day today.
Yeah. So anyway, the body is able to communicate to us really clearly what it is we need. So when we're lacking in certain nutrients, we crave certain foods that contain those nutrients. So the body is an incredible, complex, but incredibly an amazing machine, amazing system. So when we can fill our cells with the good stuff and remove the bad stuff, remove the not so good stuff, then our body becomes more efficient. So we love to see you guys enjoying these challenges. We will always run them as free challenges because we are committed to helping people to understand that there is so much benefit in whole food. There is an incredible amount. I believe personally that we have everything we need in whole food. There is no supplement. There is no additional dietary requirement if we are eating a balance of whole foods. So, keep on the journey. We're on the journey where, as Lainey said, she used to be a certain way with chocolate. My smoothies are awesome. They're full of kale and ginger. And
he's been going crazy on the ginger.
And it's so good to know. Like, instead of looking forward now to a meal because of its taste, I look forward to a meal knowing that it's full of things that are actually going to serve my body, and they're going to make sure that I'm looking after my health, and I'm going to have robust health and strength because I'm giving my body what it needs. So the motivation, the mindset changes. It's really, really cool. And I'm sure a lot of you guys experience that as well. We're not talking to those who are at the beginning alone. But yeah, keep it up. We're always going to be here pushing you guys along and motivating and helping you, support you doing that.
If you come and join our main Facebook group, that is, because this one will be archived on next week sometime. So we're going to send you an invitation to our main Facebook group, and we would love you to come across and join us there, because we will often run trainings and weekly focuses where we learn about a certain food and its benefits, etc. So it's a lot of fun over there as well.
Yeah. And there's more challenges on the way. We're building more challenges, a lot more products coming out. So stay tuned. Thanks,
guys, for those beautiful comments. Oh, and the savings code is Fibre20. And we will be emailing you in just a few minutes with your binge watch page and your savings code and your ebook. We're just going to send that off when we close off.
Yeah. So if there's anything else you'd like to know or anything else you want to let us know, hello@thewholefoodcollective.com.au. Reach out through the Facebook page, either one of the two, and we'll do our best to help you guys out. But stay committed. Keep adding to the knowledge you've picked up. And how awesome enjoy the journey.
Beautiful comments coming through. Thank you. That's really lovely to read.
It's great. We're a part of a movement with you guys, and we're pushing it because it's true and it's awesome and it's the best. It really is.
Awesome, guys. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure you watch today's video when you can. Remember, there's that binge watch page available until Monday midnight. And I will come in, I'm hoping tomorrow morning to answer those food questions that we didn't get to yesterday. But we are trying to head off to camping, and I've still got to get to the farmer's market and a soccer game and all the rest. So we'll see how I go. But we'll talk to you really soon.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Bye. Oh, there it is. See ya.